Hello, good morning. So today I want to share with you the story of how I came to have my delicious coffee and this amazing Nutella croissant as a bonus breakfast, and how I won the morning when it turned out it could have been disastrous, right? And this is a great example of how, the way you do things, the way you pivot and iterate really quickly can change everything for you, right? So let me begin. I did not, first of all, plan on getting a coffee or this very luxurious sweet croissant. My day, it's a Thursday, first of all. So my day was, I had it on my list of like, get up at 6 a.m., do my workout, do my meditation and my journaling before the kids get up, make breakfast, the whole morning routine that I normally do. And then also this morning I had on my list, after I drop off, I had an eye doctor appointment a little bit downtown. So I was like, okay, I got it all down. I'm gonna, do my mom morning routine. I'm also alone with the kids in the morning, so it's a lot of, just regimented stuff. And well, what happened this morning, right? So this morning, Lee had a little bit of an accident in his bed early in the morning. So what happened was, like, we cleaned that up, and honestly, I fell back asleep. It was tiring, right? We all know that feeling. And before I knew it, I looked, and I had overslept by over an hour. And it's really ironic that I overslept, because my daughter Tegan, who's 5, was just talking to me. She's like, Mom, whatever happens if you oversleep? And I was like, oh, I would never oversleep, because that would be disastrous, right? Then we'd all oversleep. Well, funny enough, it happened. So I overslept, and so all those my morning plan went to crap, right? No time to do my self-care stuff, scrambling to just do the breakfast, and all of a sudden it's like stress levels could go really high, right? Or I decided to be like, okay, we've got this, right? There's enough time for breakfast still. We're gonna do breakfast. And I was thinking, like, okay, man, I didn't get to, exercise. I know that impacts my day a lot. And I was like, well, after drop off, I have my eye doctor appointment. Why don't I just put on my running gear and I'll run to the doctor and get a workout in between, which I've done before, and it works out really great. I was like, okay, check, there we go. And so that's exactly what I did. And as for like the task and the journaling and stuff, I actually have that on my list to do a little bit later today. So I basically like have my schedules in like 10-minute chunks. Like, I know I can just spend 10 minutes on journaling, maybe like a 10-minute meditation, and I'll like put that in like 10 minutes chunks during the day. So I dropped off the kids. It was fine. Everyone got to school on time. I jogged to the doctor's office. I felt great. I was on time for my appointment. And then the next thing came up is, obviously we've all run into this, but my doctor's appointment went later than expected. I'm sitting there in the waiting room with my pupils dilated, so I can barely see my phone too. I was like, crap, I'm gonna be late for my meeting at 10 o'clock. And part of me is just like, what do you do, right? You're a working mom, you're like supposed to be at this meeting. And I was like, you know what? Let's let it go. Like, it's okay. I'm at the doctor. This is what I need to do, the self-care, get my eyes checked out. And usually in the past, I would really stress out about this. I'd be like, I don't want to, message my lead, my supervisor, that I'm not going to make it because I feel like really bad. Maybe I can like do something and hustle and do this or whatever, and like really stress out about it. But I was just like, let it go. I don't have control over this. I'm just going to send a message that I'm going to miss this meeting. It's not a big deal, right? And I did that. And as soon as I sent that message, it was like, such a relief. I just, in this example of like, it didn't go as planned, right? My original plan was like, boom, I get to go to the eye doctor at 9, be done in 30 minutes, get back from my 10 o'clock meeting, like nothing, and like not skip a beat. but it didn't work out. And as soon as I let that go and be like, okay, I'm gonna miss this meeting. I'll make it up. It's fine. As long as I make my supervisors aware that I'm not gonna be there and for what reasons, it's okay, you know? And I did that, and it was an instant relief. Also, and I wasn't like pent up with stress of that anxiety of like, oh my God, I have to be here. I'm gonna be here. I just like calmed down. And then also, so after my eye doctor, I was like, okay, well now I don't have to rush. Like, I don't have to be like taking the subway or like sprinting home. I was like, I'm gonna walk home. It's not a long walk. And on my walk home, I was thinking about, I was like, oh, it's so nice out, and I was enjoying it. And it was like, I was really proud of myself for like not rushing, really, because that's how I usually do something, and just like enjoying the moment. And as I walk by, there's this new French pastry shop that smells so good. And I had my eye on this hazelnut croissant for like weeks. And I was like, ooh, maybe I'll treat myself to a croissant. I'm walking right by. Why not? And I walk in, and this is actually the Nutella croissant, because there's a hazelnut that's just like this only. And then I walk in, and there's like, what is this? And there's Nutella, and there's apparently a lot of Nutella inside. And of course I was like chatting it up with them, and I was like, okay, sold. I will get the Nutella croissant because I'm gonna enjoy this moment. Like, I have this moment, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna treat myself, right? Have like a little bit of self-care for myself. And then as I was walking by, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get a coffee from one of my favorite coffee places. Actually, funny thing is, I get a free coffee every week with this because we get beans from Bluestone. Bluestone Lane, and this is not a Bluestone Lane commercial. Now I'm just like, huh. But that's like a little perk that once a week I get a free coffee, so I'll like go and I'll walk down and get a cold brew and stuff, and it's like a little free treat for myself. So here I am. I'm back at home, and you might be wondering, but Jasmine, you're late. You're late for work, right? It's what time? And I was like, it's okay. I know I will make it up. I'm going to work through lunch. Like, it's about trade-offs. And I'll work through lunch, and it will be good. And in the meantime, look at this. I just turned what could have been a really crappy, stressful morning with like all these things going on. Like, oh my God, overslept. I missed my workout. Late for the doctor, or late for my meeting, and all this anxiety that I could have like kept with me, but I just let it go. So the thing that allowed me to like be here right now, to have this and enjoy this, was that I was able to really like, I had a plan, but it didn't go as planned, and I was able to quickly kind of like iterate it, right? To be like, okay, that sucks, let it go, it didn't happen, how can I make this work? Get my workout in this way. I'm gonna be late for my meeting. How do I let that go? I just notify people. I make it up during lunchtime and whatnot, maybe in the evening, we'll see. And in the meantime, I'm enjoying this time that I have. I treated myself to this amazing croissant, which I'm gonna eat right after this video. And yeah, so when you find yourself in situations, which you're gonna find yourself all the time in these non-ideal situations, let it go. We can't control everything, right? And then just think about what you can do. What can we do now that we're in this situation? And also let go of that anxiety that something you can't change, like being in the doctor's office still when you should be on your way to a meeting, or waking up late, missing that workout. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just think, okay, how can I do it later? Like, how can I adjust this and do it in a different way? All those things. So think about it, and in the meantime, I'm gonna be over here eating, and then I'll get to work. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to work. Have a great day in the meantime, and I hope your day is full of Nutella, croissants, and coffee, and whatever things that bring you joy. Have a great one, guys.